Hey guys, it's Pat again, doing a little bit something different for you today. Got myself a big old stack of uncommons I gotta go through and sort. So, we're gonna be doing that. I'll just talk about a couple of different things that we got going on in the Magic world. Now, one of the big things that just recently occurred actually was that Strixhaven came out and pretty much crushed everybody's dreams. Well, I know it got me at least, me and a few other people. Now, one of the things that was really such an issue with Strixhaven, not so much the entry point. That was actually one of the few good things about it. Really, the issue with it was that the different types of cards you could get out of it. There was just too many variables, so it ended up leaving you with just a few hit cards out of everything. The top numbers were just you'd only get a few things that were worth anything. So if you've got, let's say, an entire 163 cards of the Mystical Archives, right? Now, out of that, maybe 10 cards are worth it. Maybe 10 cards. Cut it down to, let's say, probably like 5 cards. Now, once you get down to only 5 cards worth it out of the Mystical Archives, then you switch over to the regular face cards. You've got maybe 5 to 10 out of those that are worth something. Then you go over to the Japanese cards. So that's where you start getting into, oh yeah, well, you've got 20 of those that are worth, big money, Pat. What are you talking about? Those are worth a bunch of money. Got a bunch of those. Yeah, well, how are you getting those? The only way you're going to be getting those Japanese alternate arts are, one, is if you go through and you buy the collector's edition. And like we were saying just earlier, now that's when we get to price point. It wasn't a terrible price point getting into that. I think those were maybe 300, just shy of that probably. So at that point, you can still get in. You can go through them. Yeah, we got our collectors for Strixhaven for 200 and change, let's say. Yeah, low 200s. So at that point, yeah, you can go in. You could turn a value on it. Now that the market's settled down a little bit, which that took, the regular 30 to 90 days, which we're just out of that really. And that's when we're starting to see things maybe be worthwhile to crack one of those open. Let me know if you guys want to see that. If you want to see a Strixhaven collectors get busted on the channel, let me know. See if that's something that should get done for you. I know it's something I want to do. I got 2 of them sitting over there and not a whole lot to do with them. Since they're available on Amazon still, more than what we paid for them, of course, because we got in early. But that's the thing you got to do with Magic, really. Buy into it. Yeah, terrible way to invest is just buy everything, and if it's not worth it, get rid of it. That seems to be a decent trend, right? Just buy everything. Just spend all your money on Magic. Yeah, I'd love that. Let's keep that going, right? So I do my sorting a little bit different. You can see I'm just going through. I pick a color, and it just reduces the amount of stuff in it. Just reduces the amount of cards I have to go through. So back to Strixhaven. So yeah, the Japanese alternate arts, those are definitely worth money. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying it's hard to get those ones. And even out of those, since those are just alternate arts, that means that they're not realistically better cards. They're just more collectible in some sense. And the only way you're getting at those is if you go into the higher price products. We haven't really opened too many of the collector's type products on the channel. I know that we started out, ironically to say that, we started out the channel with recordings of collector's packs out of those hard boxes. But realistically, just the amount of cards I got in here from Ikoria when we were busting those open, and then all the commanders that you'll see throughout here as well. There's really a whole lot that Strixhaven let down on. Just not enough hit cards in the different ones that they had. Realistically, it was 3-4 different sets, all different types put together. I mean, Ikoria, let's take that for an example. You had your Pouncing Shore Shark and then you have the showcase version of it where it's the same exact card. You can read it. It's not Japanese, and it's just a different visual to it, a little bit extended, like some of the ones we saw through here. Now, with the Strixhaven ones, you've got your regular, your other ones, the Mystical Archives. Then you've got the Japanese ones. Then you've got your different types of foiling on them on top of that. It's just too friggin' much. Just too friggin' much. And that seems to be about the reception on it across the board, is that there were too many variables and it made nothing special. And that's the problem with Magic in general at this point, is if you make everything special, nothing's special. Everybody gets an award, so nobody wins. Which, that is just, in general, the culture of current days, but, well, that's a different friggin' story. Pardon me, a little off subject there, huh? Yeah, let's get some reds out of here. Bye-bye. Another footfall, Reptilian Blitz, weaponry, and boom. Get these a little tighter. There's so many multicolored cards throughout Strixhaven and Ikoria. That pile's gonna get way too friggin' big. So, man, as soon as you get to the Commander Legends cards, you just feel how much better they are. They were just printed so much better. I didn't really get that into my other video too much, but boy, they just feel good. Now, one of the things I'm really looking forward to in the next couple weeks at this point, geez Louise, things go quick, don't they? Next couple of weeks, we've got the Adventures in the Forgotten Realms set coming up. Now, that's going to be, to me, one of the most investable products that they've really put out. It's such a huge crossover, and Dungeons & Dragons has been having a huge revival. I think that either they started on this train real early, or soon as they got headwind that, oh hey, D&D is selling like gangbusters, they had to do something. I mean, Ikoria crossover with Godzilla, phenomenal. Great product. I mean, I got a bunch of it here in my hands. I'm not a huge Godzilla guy. I mean, whatever. I've seen some of the movies. But with the D&D, there's just so much lore coming along with it. I mean, some of the spoilers that they've already put out. They've got Drizzt and Lolth. They've got Bruenor Battlehammer in there. It's going to be really big. And then, you know, that's just the Forgotten Realm side of it. You also start putting in the actual D&D side of it. You know, portable hole, things like that. I think it's going to be a fun set. Really, really fun set. And that's why I think it's going to be not just an entertaining set to like draft and play if you can get your hands on it. And that's something we might get into later. But it's just going to be such a fun crossover to see, you know, something that you've read in books, something that, you know, I grew up with. I remember having all sorts of Drizzt Do'Urden novels and, you know, handing out, you know, letting people borrow those for the weekend, you know, because that's about all it would take. You know, you get so engrossed in that. And to go ahead and see that as something that you can trade, you can open up a pack of Magic cards and have that. That should be a really fun thing as far as entertainment value, you know, cracking packs, getting good value. I think they're really going to put some good stuff in there. It'd be foolish if they didn't. I couldn't imagine, marketing standpoint wise, that you have a huge crossover product like that where there's, you know, millions to be made, literally millions of dollars to be made on it, and then to just not, you know, jack it full of good stuff, you know, put all the value in 5 cards, 10 cards. Nobody wants to chase after. You know, you can't get any of them. And I think that's one of the issues that we're going to see in Modern Horizons 2 not having, is that they won't have Double up. They won't have just those couple of chase cards. Modern Horizons 2, it's going to be worth the money people are paying for it, but that's the issue, is that you have to now do that. Oh, is this set going to be worth it? I can't tell. But whether you're going to buy into the product when it comes out, just before launch pre-order, it's a risky move, unless you're absolutely in love with the game, and that's, again, back to seeing why the D&D product is going to be such a big crossover investable item, is that there's almost certainly going to be value in it, which I was so sure about Strixhaven. Me and my buddy that go in on this, it was definitely a terrible turn once we started getting those open and realizing, oh shit, there's nothing good in any of these packs over and over and over. We came out, I think, just about even, but it wasn't a fun time going through those. I mean, going through a single box of Commander Legends, you feel like you're getting good cards every time. A box of Ikora, you feel like you're getting good stuff. Oh man, I'm getting a Triome. Oh, this is going to be a great card for doing Commander. Oh, I got another Legendary. Oh, look at the etching on some of those. The Commander Legends, just going back to like how good the product physically was made, the etching on those, phenomenal. They don't curl. I don't know what Magic's doing with itself. I don't know what Wizards is taking the company, and they've said very directly, Hasbro, about Wizards, that they want to double profits. They just want more money. I think that's exactly why Modern Horizons 2 was priced so fucking high. Just ridiculous. I mean, the collector's boxes are over $400 last time I saw, whereas the Forgotten Realms, the collector boxes, are still $250, $260, shipped. You always got taxes, of course, but it's just gonna be nuts. Just gonna be absolutely nuts, guys. If you haven't gotten in, I'd say do your pre-order now. Realistically, there's so many people that haven't gotten, just because all of this flash in the pan about Modern Horizons 2. Not that it's a flash in the pan, it's a lot of people don't realize it's a print-on-demand product, air quotes, print-on-demand. So they're going to keep making it. It's not like it's going to run out. And it's the same reason why Commander Legends, air quotes, print-on-demand. But it came out a year ago almost at this point. There's not a lot of reds. Huh, looks like you would be a sliver. Yeah. I know Jordan will give me crap about that. Oh, you had to stop just to look at the artwork? Yeah, that's Pat. Hey, that's how I love Magic. I remember back in the day just hanging out, looking at Magic cards. It's funny because buddy will come over and do exactly that, look at Magic cards. And then he'll give me crap about looking at Magic cards. Pot calling the kettle black. Love that I've got one of these Halanas in that fancy foil etch. So pretty. That's in my special collection of cards that I think are just so cool looking. So, got one more handful, and then we'll bring it to a close. So, what are we talking about? I'm really looking forward to this Forgotten Realms. If you haven't gotten your pre-order in, I'd say go ahead, do it now. I know I've got 3 boxes already on pre-order, so you're definitely going to see a lot of that get open on the channel. Hope everybody's got their subscriptions in. Hope you've got your likes and subs And actually, guys, if you're still around, if anybody's actually listening at this point, please do go ahead, comment, just say anything down there. Just put the word anything. That's helpful. It helps with the algorithm. God, I hate saying it. You know, it sounds like such a BS YouTuber thing to do, but, well, that's exactly it, is it really does help. You can go into all the analytics. I was just talking to a buddy about that. There's just so much information that they take into effect, and every little bit helps get you that little bit further. You know, so go ahead, smash the button, give me them subs, put a comment down below, tell me how great everything was. Or honestly, go ahead and crap on it. I'm trying a new audio thing. I'm doing a layover. I'm recording with a camera up here, and then I've got my mic over there, playing music for my TV over there, and then I'm gonna merge all it together and give you something up there. Yeah, well, that was actually pretty cool. I was pretty friggin' pumped when I realized, holy shit, I can do this. I can fix my audio situation. I can bring in my studio mic to the mix. Mic to the max. Max it with my mic. Yeah. It's hard to talk for this long. Throat gets sore. Got myself some nice lemonade. It's hot. It's not hot in my house. It's hot outside my house. I ain't no poor broke bastard. Nope. I had to spend money making my house comfortable to live in while I live in my house. It's that sunset pyramid I was getting all juicy over in my last video. Well, and that's about it, guys. That wraps everything up. Got our last stack of mixed here. Yep. Now, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to consolidate all this. I'm going to put this inventory into the mass inventory. Gonna go ahead and get some things listed. Gonna get some uncommon lots hopefully up on the eBay. Get that back out, and well, we'll see how everything goes. It was nice talking to you guys. Stick around for the next one. Have a great day.